Warning: the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
What's up, Bud Nation? How everybody doing, man? I'm back with another video, and this is my first time, but I feel like I had to rant about something. Antonio Brown has lost his fucking mind. Like, it's gone. Antonio Brown brain is fucking gone. Like, what the hell is wrong with this man now? Antonio Brown is on some shit right now. Like, what the fuck is wrong with Antonio Brown right now? So, Antonio Brown recently put out a tweet saying, I want to retire a Steeler. So, of course, people are like, oh, man, he want to go back to Pittsburgh. You know, and that's nice and dandy and all. But then he said, I don't want to play. I just want to retire there. So, revisionist history has taught us that when somebody say they want to retire on a team that they probably played with when they got drafted by, that means they usually want to come back and do a one-day contract and sign and then retire. That way they can say they went out as a Steeler, for example. You know, like I said, Rondé Barber wanted to retire as a Buck. Maybe, no, I won't say Rondé Barber's a bad example. John Lynch. Let's say after he finished playing with Denver, he wanted to retire as a Buccaneer, and he signs a one day with the Buccaneers, and he's a Buccaneers, you know, forever, whatever. But in Antonio Brown's case, it contradicts something because less than a month ago, not too long ago, he said he wanted to play again. He said he wanted to play for Baltimore because his cousin Hollywood Brown was there. I think he's close with Lamar Jackson. And not only that, but Floyd Mayweather said that he would give any team, I think it was $20 million, to sign Antonio Brown. If he goes through the season without having any issues, then you have to give him $20 million. And if he has any issues, he would give you $20 million, which was a stupid ass bet, by the way. But so it's kind of like, so what do you want to do? You want to retire as Steeler, or you want to play? Because when you say you want to retire as Steeler, the word retire, it kind of like, that's the opposite word. It just overshadows the whole tweet. And, you know, now people looking at the word retire like, okay, you're done, you know. But let's go back. I'm only going to talk about Antonio Brown's Pittsburgh years. I might throw in some of his other stuff, but Antonio Brown's stats in Pittsburgh, he's been there for 9 seasons, drafted by Pittsburgh. He has 837. Oh my God, my voice is cracking up. I'm trying that again. He has 837 catches, 11,207 yards, and 74 touchdowns. All 3 of those categories are number 2 in Steelers history. He's number 2 in receptions, number 2 in yards, number 2 in touchdowns behind Steelers legend Hines Ward. You know, so he was on the Hall of Fame arc in Pittsburgh. You know, he made 7 Pro Bowls, 4 All-Pros. Like, he was probably for a 3-4 year period the best receiver in football just off numbers. And in the 2010, there was only 4 top receivers: Antonio Brown, Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones, Larry Fitzgerald. Now, Calvin Johnson is a Hall of Famer. Larry Fitzgerald is already going to be one. You already say he's a Hall of Famer. And then Julio Jones is going to be one too. So Calvin's a Hall of Famer. Julio Jones and Larry Fitzgerald are there. And speaking of Larry Fitzgerald, it's funny because you look at Antonio Brown and Larry Fitzgerald, you cannot find 2 different personalities that are further away from each other as possible. You know, you got Antonio Brown, who's been a cancer everywhere he's go, and you got Larry Fitzgerald, who has been, you know, just the epitome of professionalism. And, you know, it just kind of crazy. If Larry Fitzgerald's gonna be a Hall of Famer, Antonio Brown could be a Hall of Famer. Okay, and it's just crazy how just the different personalities they're into the Hall of Fame, you know. But a couple years ago, Mike Tomlin went on First Take. It was after Antonio Brown got released. He was a free agent, needed a team to go on, and Mike Tomlin went on First Take, and he said, I'll say this, once a Steeler, always a Steeler. We had great success over the course of 9+ seasons with Antonio. We're always going to be interested in his growth and development as a man. We'll be open to assisting him in that, but we have no current business interests at this time. Now, what I took from that is that we don't want you. You're a Steeler. You're just not gonna be on this Steelers team, but you'll be a Pittsburgh Steeler from over there, somewhere else. But you don't come in our locker room, as a Pittsburgh Steeler. And of course everybody wants to see Antonio Brown when he left Pittsburgh. How would he react as another team? How would he be on another team? So everybody was interested in his development and his growth as a man and everything. Everybody want to know. Everybody want to see, can he still keep those numbers up as he did in Pittsburgh and Oakland? But they just don't want to deal with this guy no more. Like I said, he is a fucking cancer. Like, let's just back it up, and I keep saying the word cancer. Let me just tell you what I mean by that. Pittsburgh, he didn't want to play the last game of the season because he was dealing with some, he said he was dealing with an injury and whatever. And him and Mike Tomlin got into it, and then he showed up in the little mink coat on the sideline. Excuse me. Then Oakland. He goes to Oakland. Cries and bitches about a helmet. Then he shows up them nasty ass feet. Goes to New England. He pulls a Bill Cosby. I'm gonna leave it at that. He goes to Tampa. He wanted to become a stripper, take his clothes off, and run around the field half naked. So now he got no team. Like, Antonio Brown, let it go. Nobody wants you. Like, you almost have more chances than Josh Gordon almost. Like, let it go, dude. Nobody wants you, bro. Like, let it go. You got a ring, courtesy of us. That was your career, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You got the ring, you should have retired as a champion, but no, you just damaging your legacy every time you step on the football field. You know what I mean? You're just damaging your name, like your value. Just leave. You should have just got the ring, retired, and been like a success story. But then next year you did that stunt against the Jets. Now, just go, bro. Like, nobody cares no more, all right? Like, what the fuck? Like, go. We don't care about you no more, man. Like, and I mean, as a player, we still care about him as a human being, but as a player, we just don't care. It's not worth the headache. Anywho, guys, that's what I want to talk about. Like, subscribe, comment, and thank you for watching the video. Hope you guys have a great day.